Hello class, welcome back to our second session of our learning today, right? So as you know already, second session we are going to study our book is Listening Starter 2. So right now let's move to our lesson for today. Okay, so today we continue our lesson unit 12 that we talk about volunteer work on page 48, but this time we will do in our book is Listening Starter 2 workbook. Teacher hope that you have this book right now on your table. So now let's move to the next one with teacher. Okay, so the first one we focus on vocabulary words, and the second one we focus on listening and match, and the third one we focus on listening and circle. So before we start our lesson, let's move to the first one is vocabulary word. Okay, so now let's move to the first one with teacher. Okay, so here is our vocabulary word for today that we talk about. The first one is school. As you know already, school is a noun and institution for educating children, right? So as you know already, school is very important for the children or for the adult, right? That they can study in the school, right? Okay, so now let's move to the next one. Okay, so this one is hospital, right? Okay, so hospital is a noun and institution providing medical and surgical treatment or nursing care for sick or injured people. As you know already, when you got sick or when you're not feeling well, you usually go to hospital, right? Okay, so the hospital is very important for the people that they have sick or they can go there to get some medicine, right? Okay, so to recover their sickness. So now let's move to the next one. Okay, so this one is talk about the park. So park is a noun, a large public garden or area of the land used for recreation. As you know already, when we have free time or when we want to relax, we like to go to the park because there can make us fresh and we can relax there because there around is a lot of green area, right? Okay, so now let's move to the next one. Okay, so as you know already, this picture is we talk about beach. So beach is a noun, a prickly or sandy shore, especially by the sea between the high and low water marks. As you know already, when we want to relax or when we want to enjoy the holiday with the family, we like to go to the beach, right? Because we can go there to swim or we can go there to make a sand castle or enjoy eating with the family like seafood, right? Okay, so now let's move to the next one. Okay, so teacher want you to continue our lesson for today that we focus in our listening starter 2 in workbook on page 48. So now let's open with teacher all together. Okay, so our listening today, the first exercise we talk about listen and mark. So teacher will provide you the listening track 225 right now, and you need to listen. After that, you need to match the sentence to the correct answer. That we have how many sentences in here? Great. So we have 5 sentences in here, and we have 5 answers in here also. So now let's listen the audio track right now and match with teacher all together.
Unit 12, Volunteer Work. A. Listen and match. 1,
Do they need volunteers at the school?
Yes, I'm going to help them today.
2,
How can I help?
You can pick up trash on the street.
3,
Why do you do volunteer work?
It's good to help others.
4,
What is the plan for today?
We are going to clean up the beach.
5,
Is it dangerous to be a volunteer?
It's hard work, but it's not dangerous.
Okay, so teacher know it already. You finished the listening track already, right? So now let's check the answer. Okay, so number 1, do they need volunteers at school? So match 2 letter A. So yes, I'm going to have them today, right? Okay. So now let's move to number 2. Number 2, how can I have? Much to letter E. You can pick up trash on the street, right? Okay, how about number 3? Why do you do volunteer work? Much to letter B. It is good to help others, right? Okay, number 4. What is the plan for today? Much to letter C. We are going to clean up the beach, right? Okay, number 5. Is it dangerous to be a volunteer? Much to letter D. It is hard work, but it's not dangerous, right? Okay, so here is our answer for the first exercise. Now let's move to the next one in our page also. Okay, so the second one is you need to listen and circle. So teacher will provide you the listening track 226. You need to listen carefully. After that, you need to circle the correct word. Okay, so now let's start.
B. Listen and circle. 1,
We should clean the beach so animals don't die.
2,
Don't cut your finger on the broken glass.
3,
We are going to pick up trash at the park.
4,
I like to volunteer at the animal hospital.
5,
We need to take the trash from the beach.
Okay, so teacher know it already that you finished, right? So now let's check the answer with teacher. Number 1. We should clean the beach so animals don't die or don't get sick. Great. The correct word is don't die, right? Okay, number 2. Don't hurt your finger on the broken glass. So this one, which one is the correct one? Cut or hurt? Great, is cut, right? Number 3. We are going to pick up cans, trash at the park. So cans or trash? Great. Trash, right? Okay, number 4. I like to help volunteer at the animal hospital. So this one, help or volunteer? Great. The correct one is volunteer, right? Okay, number 5. We need to take or we need to pick up the trash from the beach. Great. The correct one is we need to take the trash from the beach, right? Okay, so here is our exercise for the second one. And how is your answer, everyone? Good. So I hope that your answer is correct. Look like teacher also. So now let's move to the next one. Okay, so now it's time for our lesson for today. And to everyone for watching. And see you again tomorrow.